Be honest for a second. You ever have that weird urge in GTA, go to a strip club, have fun, then follow her outside, kill her, and take your money back? No reason, no mission, no reward, just because you can. That's not strategy. That's not roleplay. That's pure, unfiltered psychopathy.
Let's define this. A psychopath isn't always a movie monster. It's someone who feels nothing when they should. Little guilt, less empathy, more curiosity about what happens when rules break. Now give that person an open world game with no real consequences, and you've got the perfect lab experiment. The game hands you the gun, you figure out what to do with it, and you laugh when the world erupts.
GTA is a freedom testing machine. You start innocent, fetching clothes, driving like a decent citizen. 2 minutes later, you've got a 2-star wanted level and a burning bridge behind you. Why? Because that one NPC looked at you, because the explosion sounded funny.
The city rewards spectacle. You don't feel consequences, you feel showtime. Police? Temporary. Respawn? Immediate. Shame? Optional. That's the recipe for chaos. Because in Los Santos, morality is just another side quest you skip. Every bad idea becomes a headline you write yourself. The game doesn't punish insanity, it hands you a rocket launcher and says, go express yourself. You're not breaking rules here. You're testing how many exist before the game crashes. And somehow, it never does.
Red Dead is tricksy. It's beautiful, cinematic, and moral sounding. Pet a horse, feed a stranger. It lures you into being a decent person. Then it just leans in and whispers, what if you didn't? One button, one choice, and Arthur is tying people to things and wondering aloud why he's smiling. The beauty of the world makes the cruelty weirdly funny. It's like watching a well-dressed man trip on purpose and then clap for himself. That's Red Dead's genius. It weaponizes kindness. It makes you earn your morality, only to tempt you into setting it on fire. The same hands that calm a horse are suddenly tossing a body into the river like it's part of the daily routine. And the game doesn't scold you for it. It just watches. Every action feels cinematic, no matter how wrong. You're not playing a cowboy anymore, you're directing a tragedy. The sunsets keep glowing, the violins keep playing, and you start to realize the world is too beautiful for how ugly you're being. All right, now meet Spec Ops: The Line. This one isn't a toy box. It's a knife disguised as a shooter. While most games cheer you for the body count, Spec Ops sits you down and slowly reminds you that every pull of the trigger has weight. It starts like any military shooter, cover, suppress, advance, but the game keeps cataloging your choices. Sandstorms, civilian bodies, the slow, awful clarity that maybe you're not the protagonist you thought you were. It doesn't let you enjoy the violence without asking at every turn, did you mean to do that? This game is a psychological trap. It makes you complicit, then shows you the bill. You play like a psychopath, but the game keeps a ledger. By the end, you're not proud, you're unsettled. That feeling? That's what happens when a game forces you to look in the mirror you didn't know it had. Detroit doesn't give you explosions, it gives you memory. It hands you choices and remembers them like receipts. Play cruel? The world bears it. Play kind, it still remembers you had the option. And here's the thing, this is the only game that's ever made me truly cry. Red Dead hit me emotionally, sure, but Detroit broke me because I knew it was my fault. Every decision, every hesitation, every maybe next time led me here. No glitch, no script, just consequence. You think you're making harmless choices, protect this one, lie to that one, and then hours later, you're staring at an ending that feels too personal. Because it is. This game doesn't just simulate empathy, it tests it. It makes you wonder if you're saving androids because you care or because you want to feel like you do. Every choice is a confession. Every branch you close off says something about who you really are when nobody's judging. This one's scarier because it forces self-reflection. You don't just laugh at chaos,
You watch how quickly you rationalize it. The psychopath here isn't loud. It's the quiet voice that says, I didn't mean for it to end like this, while knowing deep down, you did.
Not every psychopath playstyle screams. Sometimes it's quiet and absurd. In Skyrim, you can become the tax auditor from hell, kill every vendor, collect the cheese, and stockpile oddly specific loot. In The Sims, you build a pool and forget the ladder. That pool becomes a monument to poor life choices. Hitman is the classy psychopath curriculum. Clean, efficient, disturbingly polite. Manhunt and Postal are more like the game's wild uncles that ask too many questions and give you bad ideas. Why do we laugh when the screen explodes? Science says two things: instant feedback and safe, consequence-free experimentation. You press a button, boom, your brain gets a little jolt of dopamine. You test, you learn, you escalate. Games remove real-world breaks. No jail, no lasting trauma, just reversible reactions. That freedom brings curiosity, and curiosity gets creative. Not evil, not heroic, just loud and a little bit messed up. All right, here's your assignment. And yeah, we're doing this for science. Pick a game. GTA, Red Dead, Skyrim, whatever breaks your brain the most, and do one sociopathic thing on purpose. Then immediately do one good thing. Shoot a guy, then donate to the poor. Steal a car, then stop at red lights for a full minute. I want you to feel that switch flip in your brain, the exact moment where your morals lag like bad Wi-Fi. Because this is where games get interesting. They give you a sandbox, no rules, no limits, and ask, so who are you really? And if your first reaction is chaos, good, you're honest. So yeah, games hand you total freedom, and you can do terrible things with it. But that moment when you rob, destroy, or betray someone in pixels, that's not proof you're broken, it's proof you're curious. You wanted to see what would happen. You wanted to test the system. And that curiosity, that's human. It's why we build cities, art, and games in the first place. We want to push limits, then laugh at the mess we made. So go ahead, play the psychopath, burn the city, ride the chaos. But when you're done, turn it off. Step outside, build something, hug someone. Because the same mind that enjoys destruction is also the one that can create something beautiful after. Now tell me your wildest "I played like a psychopath" story in the comments. I'll read them, and yeah, I'll judge you. Hit subscribe before I respawn. I'm Dr. GamePote, exploring madness, one respawn at a time.